Did you know that the few minutes right before you fall asleep literally determine exactly how your mind is going to work for the next 8 hours? Yeah, it's wild. If you're watching this in bed right now, whatever you do, do not stop because the stakes are pretty high here. Welcome to this explainer on the Silva method. Okay, let's dive into this.
So we've all been there, right? You fall asleep worried about something and you wake up feeling, well, somehow even more anxious. Or, on the flip side, you fall asleep totally confused about a problem, and then boom, you wake up with sudden, perfect clarity. What's absolutely incredible about the source material we're exploring today is that this difference, it isn't luck, it's not destiny. It is entirely the result of mental programming. Or, let's be real, in most cases, the complete absence of it.
Section 1. The pre-sleep mistake.
You see, most people completely waste this crucial pre-sleep window. And look, it's not on purpose. It's just because no one ever explained how delicate the mind actually is in this state. Interestingly enough, the correct approach goes against almost everything mainstream self-help tells us to do. So here's the deal. Tonight we are explicitly skipping visualization as it's commonly taught. No repeating affirmations, no forcing positive emotions, and absolutely no forced imagination. We want to completely eliminate all that hustle and effort.
And this brings us right to the core philosophy of today's explainer. The mind does not respond to wishes. The mind responds to clear instructions given at the right level. This is absolutely fundamental, guys. We have to understand the massive night and day difference between simply wishing for a good outcome and actually giving your mind a clear, executable instruction.
Section 2. Why daytime affirmations fail. Think about it. During the day, your conscious mind is completely bogged down just trying to survive. Dodging traffic, paying taxes, firing off emails. It is constantly analyzing, comparing, and reacting just to protect itself. It questions and doubts literally everything. Now, don't get me wrong, this survival state is incredibly useful for, getting through your daily life. But because it has this hardcore tendency to resist and doubt, it is a terrible state for trying to change deep mental patterns. I mean, you can repeat a positive idea to yourself all day long, but your daytime mind, it's just going to sit there and argue with it.
Section 3. The sleepless subconscious mind.
Now, when night falls and your loud, chatty conscious mind finally quiets down, a totally fascinating shift happens. The subconscious mind does not sleep, like ever. While you are snoozing away, your subconscious is incredibly busy. It is working behind the scenes to organize information, reinforce your habits, strengthen emotional patterns, and even process big decisions. It is fully 100% active while you are completely knocked out.
And this brilliantly illustrates something called the last dominant pattern. Because your subconscious never sleeps, it relies super heavily on this pattern. Think of it as the very final mental instruction, or maybe the final emotional state that your subconscious receives right before you slip into deep sleep. Whatever that pattern is, it literally dictates your subconscious mind's entire agenda for the next 8 hours. If that last pattern is worry, well, your mind works on worry all night. We need to take back control of that final handoff. Section 4. Entering the alpha state. So to take control of that handoff, we must access the alpha level. And listen, the source material is very clear here. This is a real, measurable neurological state. We're not talking about some mystical woo-woo concept. It is pure biology. When you naturally enter alpha right before sleep, your mind simply stops arguing. It stops asking whether something is possible or if it makes sense. It just executes. The catch? Most people enter alpha completely unconsciously, stewing over random stressors, and they just allow all those old negative patterns to repeat night after night.
When you are communicating in this state, you have to remember that the subconscious in alpha is entirely, brutally literal. It does not understand contradictions, it doesn't get complex metaphors. That's exactly why it completely ignores effort, emotional intensity, or endless repetition. Actually, if you try too hard, it just creates resistance. What it does respond to entirely is absolute clarity.
Section 5. The one clear instruction, also known as the protocol.
All right, so how do we actually give it that clarity? Here is the literal step-by-step process of the Silva method. First, just lie down comfortably. Seriously, don't try to force yourself to relax or empty your mind or feel good. Just let your body do what it naturally knows how to do. Step 2, without moving your lips or creating any physical tension, mentally count backward nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't try to visualize the numbers. Just notice your mind getting a little quieter. Step 3, when you reach 1, just pause. Hang out in that silence for a few seconds. This pause is crucial. It's when the mind is wide open. And finally, step 4, formulate one single clear instruction in the present tense. The wonderful irony of all this, completely giving up control and effort, is exactly how this whole thing works.
So the crucial point is knowing exactly what to say when you get there. You might use phrases like, "My mind works to find the best solution," or maybe, "While I sleep, my subconscious organizes this information," or even just simply, "I wake up with clarity." Now notice what all of these have in common. They aren't some long, rambling list. They aren't a desperate plea or wish. They are completely emotionless, present tense, crystal clear directives.
And here's the golden rule. Once you have your phrase, you say it once. Do not explain it, just let it go. Don't justify it to yourself, don't decorate it with extra words, and absolutely under no circumstances should you repeat it. This is the ultimate anti-hustle method. Literally, just allow yourself to fall asleep right after.
Because you see, the absolute number one reason people fail at this, they try to control and watch the outcome. It's like watching a pot waiting for it to boil. They wait around for something magical to happen. But your subconscious works best when it is entirely unobserved, when it's not being rushed or micromanaged. You really have to step back and allow the subconscious to work unseen.
And when you do finally step out of your own way, how do the results show up? Well, usually it's very subtle. It might just come as a super simple idea right when you wake up, or maybe this weird, quiet certainty that just washes over you in the middle of the day. Sometimes it's a useful coincidence that, let's be real, isn't really a coincidence at all. Don't try to force an interpretation or look desperately for signs everywhere. Just go about your day and observe.
Now, I want to make sure we ground this explainer in reality for a second. You are not manifesting here. You are training. This technique doesn't magically replace conscious, daytime action. It just supports it. You're basically preparing the ground so that when your conscious mind does act during the day, life begins to respond with way less resistance. You're simply teaching your mind to take instructions and get to work in the background. So I want to leave you with a question to take away from all this. What single, clear instruction will you give your mind tonight? Remember, you don't need to do anything extraordinary. You just need to speak to your mind at the exact right moment, in its very own language, and then just let it work. I challenge you to test this zero-effort method for yourself tonight. See what happens and wake up with absolute clarity.